What's going on, YouTube? Been a while since I made a video out here in the garage, so I figured I'll give you a little update. Um, been working for the county for a while, painting some plows, so I haven't got much done, but I'll show you what little bit I did get done. I got the old frame pulled out. Um, got that over there all wrapped up. The other two cuddies, but yep. Got the frame pulled out, and I put in the one I got done under there. Now I just got it suspended up above the frame a little bit so I can get under there and finish the undercoating, the underbody. I got it all boxed in. That side I just got to finish spraying and clearing. And but that's all boxed in. And that side I went with 1/8 inch steel, if I remember. Yeah, 1/8 inch steel. That's because the frame was 1/8 inch. But this side here, I ended up going with a 1/4 inch, but that was so tough to work with. I just ended up going with the same thickness of what the frame was on that side, and it was easier to work with. 1/8 inch with the 1/8 inch worked a lot better than 1/8 and a 1/4. That 1/4 was just a little tough, but I got that 1/8 inch. I got it working where I got them real good welds on that. I got my welder tuned in real good. So yep, that's good. I got that working great. So now I just got, like I said, I got to go in there and I'm gonna prime that, epoxy prime that, and I don't know, I might surface it or give it a little coat to surface it real quick and then block it out, and then I'm going to go ahead and chassis saver it. I probably won't even surface it because I don't care, it's a frame. I'm just going to probably just epoxy prime it and go ahead and chassis saver that. And then clear coat it so it blends in with the rest of the frame. And then my two front body mounts, I got to go ahead and epoxy prime them and chassis saver them. I'm not going to even grind them welds down. I'm just going to go ahead and, wire wheel them up, get that flash rust off of them, and then I'm going to epoxy prime them, and then chassis saver them, and then I'll clear them in too to blend it, and then I'll be ready to put the body down. But I left it suspended like this so I could get up into the floor pan. If you can see that, but get up into the floor pan and I could start fixing some of the undercoat of the body, any in my welds. Some of these I can pound down. Hard seeing up in there, but yeah, you can see all that rust. So I want to go up in there and get all that off. All that off. I'm gonna get that all brand new, and then I'll go ahead and epoxy primer that. And I think I'm gonna try to find some bracing, and I'm gonna brace this in like Mr. Get It In There did. This rear, reinforce that a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna notch it. I'm gonna wait to notch it and tub this until I actually get the rims. So for now, I just want to get it running. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna sit and spend more time on stuff that ain't no needed right now. So later on, when I get different rims, I'll go ahead and lift it up and I'll do the notch in the tub. But for now, that's just more work that's gonna set me back. So I ain't trying to do that. So for now, I'm not worried about that. But I'm gonna reinforce it so I'll be ready for the the LS or the 6.0. So now that I got this boxed in, I just got a box in the rear, and I should be good. That should be good for bracing. I was gonna brace these in like Mr. Get It In There did, but I don't know. I probably won't even bother with that part. Most of all, I took that flex out of it and made it so the frame's boxed in all the way. So that should be pretty good. A little bit of bracing here, and then I'm thinking of welding in, the channel for the channel right here going across, for the tunnel for the drive shaft. When them drive shafts, they got them tunnels. I can give it that nice look, but also probably stiffen it up, you know what I'm saying, right there. So that'd be a win-win. Yep. This whole side's all done down to 180. I'm trying to get it up to 400 so I can seal it. I'm gonna swap out, and that's another thing I'm gonna be I don't know if I'm gonna be using House of Colors products from base up, or sealer up. I'm gonna I'm really liking Axalta products, formerly known as DuPont. Some of y'all might not know Axalta. I don't know. It used to be DuPont, but now Axalta bought them out. So, but I really like, that's what we've been working with at school. They got PPG and they got Axalta, but I really like the way that Axalta is setting up the chroma base. Nason, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of that, but if you're doing like, stuff that don't really matter or something that'll never see sun, Nason work all right too for the price. It's half the price of the the chroma base, but if you're going with a solid color, you know what I'm saying, Nason's fine, but if you're going to try some metallics or something like that, the Nason they don't sit, I don't know, they're just not really that good, I guess, but I don't know, like I said, I'll use my Nason clear for the frame and stuff like that, but for the body, I'm going to use, I was going to go with chroma base, but now I was talking to my guy, Ron Cohn. You might find a few of his videos on the internet or on YouTube if you type up Ron Cohn. He's a painter for Mob Steel in Detroit. Painted Jeff Gordon's car and a few other guys. He's painted a lot of cars, so he knows his stuff. But yeah, he's all Axalta. That's all he sprays with is Axalta, and he's known for his black paint jobs. So I asked him what he uses and stuff, and because he uses Axalta, so I was asking him what his codes and stuff he was going with, because I want this to be the blacks of the blacks. The house colors, I could get a whole gallon for about $180 for the gallon of jet black, and then about, I think it was $280 for a gallon of the show clear, and that's from TCP Global. And I wasn't gonna even seal it. I was gonna go right to 600 grit instead of 400, because I was going to go 400 I was going to go to 600 since I'm not sealing it, but now I'm going to go to 400 and seal it, but I'm saying before I was going to go to 600 and then and not even seal it because it's all already one color and I'm going with black, so black over black, you know what I mean? This primer will more or less be my sealer. But now I'm going to go with the Value Shade 7 sealer. It's a black sealer. It'll still be black over it. It's just, it's a sealer, so it's more or less going to be a barrier in between all my undercoats and my base coating up, you know what I'm saying? So that way nothing from my undercoats, none of my primers or any of that will suck any of my paint or anything through, you know what I'm saying? So later on you don't get any like dieback, they call it, or whatever, or bleed through or whatever, It's more or less, it's like putting a wall in between all your undercoats and your base up so nothing can get sucked through, you know what I'm saying? None of them can, suck with each other, but I mean, as long as I've left this cure, most of mine I wouldn't have that problem anyways because I've let it set out so long. But, when shrinking takes process, it kind of sucks through and stuff, but yeah, that's what I gather, you know what I'm saying? The sealers to bring everything to one color, also to make like a wall in between it so nothing gets sucked through, you know what I'm saying, over time. So, I don't know. It's, like I said, it's got its purposes, the sealer. And it also gives a little something to grab too, you know what I mean, when you throw your base on real quick. But either way, when it's scuffed, it'll grab either way. But yeah, I'm going with the Value Shade 7 sealer. But yeah, see, that's the thing. Like with the house colors, I was just gonna go straight to base. You know what I mean? I was just gonna sand it up to 600 instead of 400 and go right to base coat and then clear coat. But now that I'm liking this Axalta products, I'm gonna go with the I was gonna go with the Chroma Base, but now I'm gonna go with the one up from Chroma Base. It's called Chroma Premier, and that's their line above it. Now Axalta's best lines is their Spies and Standox. But that's like their top line. That's what's on like the Mercedes and all that. See, the Standox and Spies. But I'm just gonna stick with like the Chroma Base and the Premier, Chroma Premier. But I'm gonna go with Chroma Premier on this. I think that's what my guy Ron Cohn uses. He uses for his black paint jobs. He uses a Value Shade 7 Chroma Premier, and then a Super Jet Black Chroma Premier. And then he'll go over that with Chroma Premier 2500 or no 2200 for the overall paint jobs. And if it's just a blend job, he'll go with like the 2500 clear. But for an overall paint job, the 2200 Chroma Premier 2200. And the price is a lot different versus the House Colors. Like the clear, you know, I mean, I think if I remember right, it was 380 or something for the kit, you know, 380, 400 for the clear kit for the Chroma Premier, that 2200. And then for the House Color Show Clear, that was like 260. So it'd be like $100 difference in clear versus the two. And then the Jet Black House Colors, I could get a gallon of Jet Black for gallon of Jet Black for what, 180. And then the Super Jet Black from Axalta that I'll be going with, they want like 450 for a gallon. So that's even like twice the amount. So yeah, the price is a little bit more for Axalta products, you know what I mean? But I mean, it all depends on what you go with. I mean, if it was like candy paint, I'm guessing House of Colors would be like triple of what Axalta would be. But for your standard, you know, base coat, clear coat paints, and Axalta, you know, the Premier line anyways. I could have went with Chroma Base and that would have been a lot cheaper. But I wanted that Premier, you know, because that's you know, like I said, that's what my guy Ron Cohn uses, and so I'm just trying to go with him, you know, and he's known for his black paint jobs. So I'm thinking for about $1,000, I should be able to get, you know, the sealer, because the sealer I could buy that in, you know, quarts or pints, whatever, you know. But I'm gonna get a quart. I'm gonna start with a quart. Hopefully a quart, maybe. Hopefully a quart. Yeah, a quart should definitely be enough to do this. For sealer, I could get that local here at the store, you know, and that was like what, $80 I think for a quart, so that ain't bad. And then I'll have to get the base maker. That was like $80. That goes with the Jet Black. And then the activators, that was like $118, but that's the same activator for all of them, you know what I mean? I don't have to buy different activators, same kind, so. Yeah, it'll be about $1,000, I'm gonna say, for that to go Axalta route to get this black, and then it'll be about $500 if I went with the House of Colors just to get a Jet Black. So it'll be about $500 more to go Axalta, but I don't know. It'll be worth it if it's that much, you know, that much blacker, I guess. I'm probably just guessing. One's probably got more lifetime durability under the sun, you know, better UV protections or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how much blacker Super Jet Black is than Jet Black, but I'm gonna finish this off here. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish undercoating the whole body. Like I said, I'm gonna get that all cleaned up, and then I'll go ahead and hit that with epoxy primer, and then I'm gonna chassis saver that. And I'll be dropping this body back down, and then I'm gonna start putting this together. I ain't gonna use these inner fenders because this local shop here I paid to do this. This was back before I really knew anything about auto body. I was pretty happy with it. I don't know, kind of happy because they fixed it. But now I don't know. It looks like shit. I could do better than that. And this is from that shop I showed you a few videos back that I was gonna apply for a job at a bunch of times. I already have. They did them chargers. Yeah, I paid them to sandblast and do it up. You know, I mean, they do quality work over there, but they did shit work on mine. So I don't know. It goes to show you, some shops, I guess, they do good work and they do bad work. I don't know. I mean, like this. I'm sure y'all could see that. That's the weld right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to put my name on that, especially if you had a shop that was doing, you know, full restoration quality work. Somebody, you know, I mean, it is an inner fender. You probably never see that, you know what I'm saying, because the fender's going to go over that, but I don't know. It ain't hard to make it look good, you too. But see, the thing is like I said, it's not a big deal. I mean, it is, because I paid $250 to have them sandblast these, and they threw in a DPD or a DP epoxy primer from PPG or something like that. It is. I don't use PPG products, so but I'm guessing it was like that DP. I think it was direct metal epoxy primer from the from PPG. But yeah, $250 to sandblast that and prime them too. That was it. And then I paid like another 200, I think 180, 200 to have them sandblast this front radiator core support and prime it. And then later on, I found in the cracks and stuff a little bit of surface rust I had to hit up later with some sandpaper. You know, it's like, wow, but I don't know. I guess the worker they had sandblasting that day was in a hurry to get home. I don't know. That's why it's better to just do the shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, finish up the T-top. The roof's all done. I just gotta go over that. I think that's it's already done at 180 grit. I just gotta, like I said, I'm trying to get the 400 grit so I can seal it all. Yeah. Start working on my body lines a little bit more. Most part they're lined up, but I had to make that line, YouTube. Quarter panel's an aftermarket good mark, and them aftermarket good marks, they definitely ain't no they ain't no perfect match. They're definitely aftermarket. There ain't no doubt about that. But you know, you can make them work. Let's put it that way. You can make them work, but they ain't. You know, when they made these, the mold was either messed up or they just didn't do all their research because they ain't 100% exact as the original. Let's put it that way. But we'll make it work, you two. Yep, that's all I got going on. Like I said, I just pulled that other frame out, got this one in. Now I'm gonna undercoat the body, and then I'll just try to get my brake lines and all that shit done, and gas lines, and I got my Grand National fuel tank or gas tank back there. The EFI Grand National gas tank. That's so when I do my LS swap, it's ready for the EFI setup. I'll be going with a 6.0 with an LS6 intake. So I just got to paint that up, get that thrown under the car. The straps and all that are already painted because I had my old tank painted, but that was for carbureted. Now I'm going EFI. I had to swap out for this tank. The only thing difference between this tank and my Cutlass tank, you know, is the filler neck got a little different of a turn for the Grand Nationals versus a Cutlass. But you know, you could buy these without the filler neck for like $20 cheaper, and you could take your Cutlass filler neck and have it welded on. Which now that I know how to weld and all that, I might go ahead and do that. Take my Cutlass filler neck and weld that on. I don't know. I'm gonna see how that fits. From what I heard, it's not that much of a, you know, the Grand National fits where it's not really a big deal, you know. But I'm gonna see how it fits. If it ain't perfect, I'm gonna take that off and either heat it up, move. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna either make that one work so it looks like it was in the Cutlass, or I'm gonna cut that off and weld on the Cutlass one. But either way, we'll make that work, you two. Yep, these are all done down 180. They're all ready for another shot of surfacer and block them out again. So I definitely won't make it to 400 without messing some shit up right now. I took a little too much down. I'll probably have to hit it a few times with surfacer before I get it perfect, but I'll get it. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure I showed you all with black you have to find some white guide coat, so I found this on eBay. Blackjack guide coat, white. It works good. Just sand away. Well, yep, YouTube. I don't know. I just figured I'll show you all since I'm out here messing around. I'll try to keep them coming. Like I said, I was painting plows for a while there, so see that side's totally finished. You know, you can't even see that it's boxed in. I already boxed that all in. It's so black it's hard to see, but yeah, that's boxed in. So but alright, YouTube, I'll try to keep them coming, and see some of y'all been commenting, you know, wondering where I'm at, you know. Sorry about that, but you know, like I said, it's summer. I've been busy, you know. Found a new girl, so a lot of stuff kind of got put on pause because of that, and then working, you know, painting them plows. So I don't know. I guess it's kind of a slow summer here, you know, on my car, but I'll try to keep them coming for y'all. Appreciate y'all views, and I like keep a lot of y'all builds coming because it gives me motivation to get out here in my garage. I've been watching a lot of y'all, Mr. Get It In There and Twin Solid, and you know, I may not have commented, you know, but I'm saying I'll get to that. My bad on a few of them. I just said didn't have a whole lot of time, but I did watch a lot of your videos, you know. Daryl Hosack, I think it is, with the G-Body Regal. Yeah, he's doing his thing over there, so y'all check that out too. I ain't the only one putting these videos on, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's a lot of good info out there. A lot of good motivation, I gotta tell you that, you know what I mean? Y'all make me want to go out in the garage all the time and work, you know, but I don't know. It's been so nice out, I just had to take a break, you know, and just step away for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But I'll try to keep them coming. All right, you two.